What's up, everybody? Yeah, you read that title right. We're gonna be taking a fucking jog here. What's going on, Slipkill? What's going on, Axel? Is it just me, or does Slipkill? Let me ask you a question. Do you and Tatiana have the same profile picture right now? Because it looks like to me that you guys have the same profile picture right now. That's what it looks like. Yes, okay, so you guys do got the same profile picture. That makes sense. I figured. But yeah, I got you, Axel. I got you. Take care, man. Take care. Yeah, it's getting a little bright today, y'all. I can hardly see shit. What's going on, Jax? What's going on? I'm trying to keep it a little low because I want to enjoy the peace today. But what's going on? Yeah, I know. Alien 10. We'll probably do some alien makeup or some shit soon. I think that's what we'll do. We'll really look like a freaking alien den. But yeah, we got some things coming up. We'll be doing a stream tomorrow. So if you guys want to come to the stream tomorrow, come on. It's going to get a little raunchy. We're going to allow all the people that are angry over that whole little publicity stunt to join and say what they want to say. And nobody's going to do a thing about it. We're just going to let them get their piece. We're going to let them get their words out. Final day of work, pretty much. And give me a moment. Okay, so I remember what we're gonna do now. Have I seen Squid Games? I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen parts of it, and I've heard stories about the actors and stuff like that. I will say this for y'all that, yeah, what's up, Tintel Fake Your Death? Everything's been going good. What's crazy, and I will say this, all the people that said that my downfall is gonna happen because of the faking your death thing, I will say this, I lost a lot of followers after I faked my death, right? But I gained all of those followers I lost back and then some. Like, I literally woke up yesterday with 100 new followers on Instagram. So this whole little thing of, we've got you, this is your downfall now. Yeah, that didn't happen. Like, and I mean, normally that happens whenever you do something controversial like that. You tend to lose some followers. But like less than a few days later, after the storm calmed down, the views started going back up. I mean, we just hit 400,000 views on Instagram this last month, in a month on Instagram. That's fucking crazy. And so all those followers we lost on Instagram, we got them back twofold. So the whole little thing like, we got you, you're canceled, 10, and we went up a little bit on our YouTube subs and our TikTok followers as well. So the whole little thing of, we got you, you're over 10, your online presence is over. Nah, it's not over. We're only gonna get more controversial, and that's the thing. I'll explain it. Yeah, I lost followers, but all those followers I lost, I gained them back double, Jax, double. So like I said, the whole thing of, your days are over, 10, blah, 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 blah. I mean, clearly it didn't work, right? Clearly it didn't work. I mean, but that's normally what you expect, you do something like that, you're gonna, in the short term, you're gonna lose in the short term, but in the long term, I feel like you'll win. Yeah. And I mean, that it's not even just me. I mean, you can look at anybody else who has done similar stunts to where they lost a lot of people in the short term, but then they gained double the amount back in the long term. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tradcast art. Meow. Musical move. What's up? See, this is the thing. The people that were mad weren't even Tintle Death fans. Like I said before, the people that were mad and causing and crying and stuff all over TikTok, with the exception of two actual fans, the people that were mad, right? Those were people that joined after the disappearance, after the whole thing. And they tried to self-insert themselves into it. There was people that were... This is what boggles my mind. Think about this, y'all. There was people who claimed to be fans of mine that joined after the whole disappearance thing, right? And then started, commenting stories and stuff about me when they never even knew me. They never even tuned into my streams. So I felt like there was just a lot of traumatized individuals who, lost someone in real life and then saw a micro celebrity, then saw the whole thing going down. They saw a micro celebrity do a similar thing, and they grew an unhealthy attachment, which that's what it is. I don't care if it triggers anyone. It's an unhealthy attachment. Like, literally, you have no right to insert yourself into the death of someone you've never met, you've never talked to, you've never even knew. And that was the thing with a lot of the backlash. A lot of the backlash was from people who never knew me, never talked to me, never joined the streams. Just good example, XXX Tentacion, right? Remember X, y'all? Remember XXX Tentacion or Tentacion, whatever you want to call him? What happened when he died? Because I was an X fan. When he died, suddenly you had a lot of fake fans who, claimed to have known him, who said, we're just making up stories and stuff, right? And then I feel like that's what you tend to get. You tend to have people just try to insert themselves into things that don't actually pertain to them, And I get it. But damn. Let me read comments here. What's up, Jax? What's going on, Jax? How you doing, Jax? I'll explain the two fans that got mad, and I'll explain some other things. Yeah, thanks, Tradcast Arts. I'm pretty soon here. I'm gonna do a whole video. I'm gonna be doing another interview here soon. I'm gonna be talking about the album. I'm gonna be talking about a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'll just say this. Most of that album, it was inspired by, of course, the sound of the 80s. So the first half of the album is like, more hardcore, more aggressive rock and metal. Second half of the album is a lot more toned down. So a lot of it was really inspired by the 80s. A lot of it was inspired by Prince. When I was listening to Prince while I was creating the album, listening to Prince pretty much told me I got to step up my music production game. So when I was making this, it was, okay, we're gonna go all out on the music production side. And the two people that got mad, which understandable, you had Fruit, understandable. Fruit said from the get-go that if this turned out to be fake, they weren't going to be a fan of mine anymore. Understandable. I'm not even mad about that. If I was in her shoes too, understandable. Whatever, right? So I can't even be mad. The Gruesome Gabby, yeah. They were very vocal about it. And, I mean, I feel like that was deserved. I feel like the Gruesome Gabby, she too, understandable. Because everybody was just like, here's the thing, the Gruesome Gabby was calling this shit out from the beginning. The Gruesome Gabby was like, this shit is fake. I promise you this shit is fake. And so people were online. So some of our fans were online arguing with the Gruesome Gabby and gaslighting her and telling Gruesome Gabby that it wasn't fake. And so Gruesome Gabby was just getting more pissed off as the days went by on the whole disappearance thing. So I feel like those two very justified in their leaving. Can't even be mad. Really justified. Yeah, Jaxie, yeah. Yeah, one of the fans was a mod. What's up, eyeliner? What's going on? What is going on? What happened last night? Oh, I remember. No, we can still finish that collab. Yeah, I see the Fruit person in TX2 comment sections and Andy Negative live streams. Yeah, she likes Andy Negative. Speaking of Andy Negative, people have been telling me the last few months, they're like, your voice sounds similar to Andy Negative when, you did the music. So I did reach out to him and I did contact Andy Negative the other day by email. I also contacted TX2. I also contacted Johnny Gilbert. And, I sent them an email asking, hey, how much would it cost if we could do a collab here? And I'm still waiting on responses. We'll see if we actually get a response from either of them. So I'm hoping, one of them messages me back. I will say this, we do have a video that I'm going to try to get it out today because I got to go to work. Last day of work, y'all, But we have a video where we're going to be talking about TX2 because TX2 is in controversy again, more so Evan from TX2. He released that song about body dysmorphia and eating disorders, and a lot of people are pissed off. There's people saying that, oh, you're faking this, which just boggles my mind because even way before he did the song, if you were a TX2 fan, you knew, God, there's a lot of fucking wasps. But if you were a TX2 fan before he did the song, you knew that he did have an eating disorder and body dysmorphia at one point. He's been very vocal about that. And, as someone who's talked about it too on their channel, I'm like, okay, I feel like I need to talk about this whole situation. I know we're going to get a ton of backlash. We're going to get a ton of fucking hate for it. But at this point, it's like what I said, fuck it, man. You go on the internet, motherfuckers are just going to say negative things. And that's okay, because none of that shit fucking phases me. And I think that's the thing that makes people hate me more, is they think their words online are going to phase me, or it's going to make me do one of those, or it's going to make me quit the internet. Nah, man. You guys didn't see me backpedal when people were, being fucking pissed off after the whole little, the coming back to life thing. I didn't backpedal at all. Most people will issue an apology song over a ukulele. I went through all the way with it, and I was like, yep, I knew the consequences beforehand, still ran with it. I'm still getting, believe it or not, I'm still getting followers from those videos. Instagram sends me notifications saying, hey, this person followed you from that reel. The reels where I was faking my death. So, I mean, it's still working, man. It's still working. I'm alive. But yeah, the internet, internet, and this is what I think we've talked about before, where motherfuckers will bully you on the internet, and then they'll play victim when you call them out, and then everyone will jump you. So at this point, I feel like I was just destined to be controversial on the internet. And so I know when I make this video about the whole TX2 situation, we're going to piss off a lot of people. We're not going to piss off any of the X fans. This is a pro TX2 video. And just because it's pro TX2 video, that's how you know we're going to piss off a lot of people. People have told me, and this just still boggles my mind. People have told me I don't know what real music is because I like TX2. But dude, I have a vinyl collection at home. I have a cassette collection. That's as real as it gets in terms of music. So I don't even know what this whole thing about you don't know what real music is. Even our latest album is just musically diverse. Parts of it sound like something out of the 80s. So at this point, you know what? Fuck it, man. If we're going to be TX2 fans, we're going to ride all the way till the end. Until they truly cancel Evan, we're just going to ride it out till the end. So we'll read some comments here. Okay, so Tins Islander says, last night my grandma brought popcorn and I took a piece of popcorn and it chipped my tooth on the inside. Oh, you got baby teeth? Tins Islander, you got baby teeth? Because I could see that happening. See that? What Jack's saying, what if people helped to, get you noticed by TX2 and collab? Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people, and people did. So people kept popping up in TX2's live streams and commenting on the live streams. And I was there for some of the live streams when they done that, but they would just be spamming to collab me. TX2 saw the comments. People kept tagging TX2 in my song covers that I did. And so TX2, they did notice me. They literally reposted like 2 of my videos. They even liked one of my videos. They commented. They liked several of my videos, even commented on one of them. I don't think the collab's gonna happen. I mean, here we are months later, but that's why I said I contacted them by email and I asked them, I was like, okay, how much do you guys want to do for a collab? So we'll see if we get an email back. I'm hoping we do get an email back here soon. Yeah, exactly, Tradcast Arts. Jack said, TX2 says it's hard for him to collab because he has a lot of songs and artists already made. Oh, okay. I see. That makes sense, Jax. That makes sense. Tradcast Art says, I'm skateboarding while watching you right now. Bless your soul, man. Don't try to crash. I'm going to be riding my e-bike to work later, so I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you on that. I almost crashed on my e-bike not too long ago. Tins Islander says, oh, no, they are all grown about your teeth. Because, yeah, you were just mentioning how, you chipped the tooth. Well, bless your soul. Bless your soul. I could see that happening. I mean, I would probably say, well, if you don't brush your teeth enough, that could happen. But even then, it sounds like you bit into a popcorn kernel there. And I don't think it would probably be 100K. I think it would probably be more in the lines of like, I think they would probably do like at least $1,000 or $2,000. And I'll tell you why. So, you guys know Kellen Quinn of Sleeping with Sirens. Well, Kellen Quinn of Sleeping with Sirens, he does features. His feature price is $800. So just imagine, this is Kellen Quinn of Sleeping with Sirens, and his, collab price is $800, right? So, and I got the money to spend that $800 on, right? And so, I mean, if Kellen Quinn is that cheap, then I'd probably willingly bet that TX2 and them are probably around that price range, maybe a little bit more pricey. And I thought about doing the Kellen Quinn collab. I've thought about it, but there's a reason why I'm still on the fence about it. One, it would be cool to be like, yo, I worked with this big name artist. You guys aren't going to believe it. On the other hand, apparently there's a lot of smaller artists that have also worked with him too, and from my understanding, a lot of those smaller artists, when he's worked with them, he doesn't like promote the song, which no offense to my boy, no offense to my boy. He doesn't really promote the song, so that's all up to the smaller artist, which that makes sense, I guess. That makes sense. You know, you have to work for your shit, right? But it would be cool to be like, oh yeah, I did a collab with Colin Quinn. Also, it kind of would be like a throat punch to the artist I'm beefing with. There's another artist that I've been beefing with for a while, and he was bragging about doing a Colin Quinn collab, and blah, 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 blah. Here we are a year later, he still hasn't done a collab. I called him out on it, and so if he saw me, you know, pay for that collab, he would probably be just, honestly, he'd probably kill himself. He'd be like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. He got the collab with Kellen. I didn't. What the fuck? It'd probably be one of those things. So I don't think we should let him off himself. But that's one of those collabs I still think about every now and then. Oh god, sweating out here. $10,000. He said it would be that much on live. Oh, 10 grand for a feature is crazy. Tradcast Arts said, should I try to kickflip in slides? I think it's possible, Tradcast Arts. You know, I used to skateboard. You can probably find one of the old skateboarding videos on my channel. I still have my Heelys. I don't know if you guys know what the fuck Heelys are, but I still have those sons of bitches. I think you could do it. I think you could do it. I've skateboarded barefoot before. Not the most pleasant feeling, but I think you could do it, Tradcast Arts. 10K is for a music video. Yeah. Well, if it's just for a music video, then it's probably not going to cost much just to, you know, not do a music video. Like, I could see how 10K would be for a music video. But for, like, just a bass song, I think he'd probably charge $1 grand. And to be honest with y'all, if he did charge only $1 grand just for a song feature, just a song, not a music video, I'd probably spend that $1K in a heartbeat. I got the money to spend it. See, that's the thing. I've been looking, because, like, I've been looking at, you know, more popular artists, and I've been telling myself, I'm like, you know, I got to start collabing with more popular artists. But the more popular artists, they cost money, right? And, you know, on one hand, even though you have to spend a lot of money to collab with those artists and stuff, it gives you credibility as a music artist. People are like, well, you know, this person was willing, you know, this person collabed with this big name artist, you know, credibility, right? And so I know I'm going to have to, you know, collab with a big name artist at some point. And I'm willing to spend the money. It's just, I have to find someone around my price range. Right now, I'm willing to spend $1 to $2 grand on a more big name artist. Not someone super famous, but, you know, someone that's a little bit more big. Tradcast Art says, I had to get rid of my Heelys. I had grit burn all the way down last time I did the trick barefoot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know you could do freaking tricks in Heelys. I saw people, like, doing ollies in fucking Heelys, but I didn't think you could actually do... I've seen people do ollies in Heelys, ride backwards in Heelys. I don't know how anyone could ride backwards in the Heelys. I could not do that. I struggled to even do a ollie in Heelys. I struggled to even do that. Take care, Jax, take care. But, heck no. A grit burn all the way down is crazy. What's up, TX4? TX4, we are going to be making a video, and it's going to be a controversial video talking about the TX2 situation that's going on right now, where Evan from TX2 is, you know, being told that his eating disorder and body dysmorphia is bullshit. That's what they're saying. I went off my ramps with my hoverboards as well as Heelys. Oh, bless your soul, man. Bless your soul. Heck no. Heck no. Could never, man. Could never. Come on, now we're just waiting for this green light. I'll probably be going live here on Instagram on the way to work. Yeah, I don't know. Times are just freaking crazy right now. Times are just freaking crazy. But here we are, y'all. Here we are. I do have a song. I think TX2 would sound good on that. Like I have one where I'm pretty sure TX2 would go pretty damn hard on it. Okay, so Tin's Eyeliner here says, today is my brother's birthday today. So after my mom and yeah, hell yeah, go get that diabetic induced cake. Give them all the sugary goodness. Fuck yeah, we getting older by the day, baby. Woo, we're getting older, then we're gonna die. Way, woo. Have my damn elbow guard on my knee and wonder why I couldn't find it. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Your elbow guard being on your knee instead of your elbow is crazy. Well, I'm about to let you guys go. I'll probably be going live on Instagram as I'm driving into work, so I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody. Don't die, nobody. Peace. Love y'all. Bye.